Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going, man? NBA is here. You guys already know. I know you probably hear me smiling. But man, wonderful preseason we had, man. Uh it was awesome, man. It was very awesome, man. Now we got the regular season is here. And right now I'm gonna bring to you Draftkings same game parlay. Their featured same game parlay. I know FanDuel same game parlay is very popular, and there's some other books out there that have them as well. It's a lot to look at. We got a lot to look at right here. Some of the bets today is the 18th of October. The season starts on the 19th. Before I go any further, like and subscribe, and make sure that you hit the notifications bell so you'll be notified every time I upload. Um, I'll be bringing sportsbook content and DFS content. Uh, you guys already know. And for the people that's rocking with me, ladies and gentlemen, I can't thank you guys enough. So it's going to be a lot to look at here, and there's a lot of ways to win, and there's a lot of ways to get yourself into some trouble and lose. But it's all fun, and make sure you bet responsibly. One thing I like to point out, a lot of these books they don't really like you to show your wagers and everything on online on these videos and things like that. So that's something I'll try to refrain from. But without further ado, let's get into it. So if you don't know about same game parlays can be very, very profitable. And you can, like I said, you can definitely get into some trouble, but it's definitely fun, and be responsibly. Bet responsibly. Start First thing you would want to do is go to the NBA. They have a mobile version as well. I could have did the mobile version. Maybe I'll slide in and do some mobile version, or whatever the case may be. But this is just a demonstration and just a walkthrough. So first thing we would do is hit the NBAs, and then we'll go over to the games. Tomorrow is the first games. We have two games, one starting at 6:40 and one starting at 9:10. Brooklyn versus Milwaukee, and they have the Bucks are 1 point favorite here, and Golden State Warriors. LA Lakers are favored by 4. Totals for this Brooklyn Nets game set at 238 and 229 for the Warriors. So, first thing you would do is you would click on the game you want to review, which would be I'm just going to use the Brooklyn Nets and the Milwaukee Bucks game for example. As you can see here, it starts in one day. Before I go into things, I'm going to hit this information ticker here so you could see, just get a brief look at how you can do things. Just build your same game parlay, choose your event from over 10 major U.S. sports leagues. Build your same game parlay, turn on same game parlay mode, hit the ticker right there. Build your same game parlay, start adding picks, at least 2. The more picks you build into the parlay, the higher the potential return. And I believe you guys know that. Stack the odds. May the odds be with you or against you. Build your same game parlay. Place your bet. Add your parlay to the bet slip. Enter your wager and place your bet. Bam. Boom. Right here. Start playing. Okay. So before we get to same game parlays, let's just take a look at the overall standard lines here. And there you go. I basically went through that. Then you have your traditional team totals right here. Brooklyn Nets team totals, over under 118.5. And Milwaukee Bucks 118.5. You can choose the over under on those. Game lines. You have your alternates here. I have videos on alternates probably about a year ago. You can go through some of my videos. I have them. They're for FanDuel Sportsbook, but I have some. So your alternate point spreads are here. And then you have your alternate total points right here. And that's it for your game lines. Game props. There's your team total for right there for each team. Then you have margins, including overtime, okay? Winning margins between overtime. They have some tight ones here, to 1 by 1 or 2, 3 or 6, 7 and 9, and 10 and 13, 14 and 16, 17 and 20. And same thing for the next team. Interesting right here is to win by 21. This is an interesting bet right here at plus 2,000. It looks like maybe the standard number for that is probably going to be plus 2,000. Man, if we had that in preseason, we would really be racking it up. But we was working the shit out of that those bands at 31 and those 10-point margins. Man, we were killing them on those. So you have your margin 3 ways. Brooklyn Nets to win by 6. Bucks to win by 6 or better. And either team to win by 5 or less. That's your margin 3 ways. You have a margin 12 way here as well. And at the end of these margin 12 ways down here, you'll have a to win by 26 or better. So you're having options, and that's for each team. The Brooklyn Nets, their odds for the 26 or better is starting out at plus 4,000, and for Milwaukee Bucks is starting out at plus 2,600. I mean, it's plus 4,500. Totals, odds, and evens. I don't really mess with those. Then you have your winning margin 7-way, and that is where you will find your traditional to win by 31 at plus 5,000. I believe that's the max amount of odds for the 31 plus. And if you have that hunch, you jump on that early. But you can jump on it anyway through the game. Now, let's take a look at the same game parlay. So you have the same game parlay feature right here. You would click over here on the ticker. Boom. It should load up for you. Now, you have your game lines, points, assists, rebounds, stat combos, other player props, game props, halves, quarters. So, we already went through these traditional game lines right here. Everything you see when you click that ticker for same game parlay can be added to your same game parlay, okay? Your alternate spreads, your alternate total points, and what, so on and so forth. So those are your game lines. Now, points. Now, since today is Monday, they don't have the full teams out, and I'd imagine they're going to add more bets tomorrow when the season starts. But right now, they have the more than enough players, the main guys on each team, for us to work with, just in case you wanted to dabble into something. So as far as points, you can pick points on the over and the under, or what they have set. They have the over set between 9.5 and 13. Over under set between 9.5 and 13.5 for Brook Lopez, and so on and so forth. 28.5 to 32.5 for Giannis, and so on and so forth. So you can click on any one of these. The thing about DraftKings Sportsbook same game parlay, you're gonna have to play with it for a long time. Just like NBA, just like NFL, just like MLB, they don't show the odds, so you just have to get a feel for the strength of the odds, and that's that's something I probably I have to deal with. We all have to deal with. So there you have that. Now you have Middleton points and things like that. Now 3-pointers, a lot of the 3-pointers They vary by person to person. Brook Lopez, 1 or more, 2 or more. That plus just means or more. Giannis, 1 or more, 2 or more. Then you got guys like Harden. That's when it starts getting, they don't give you the 1 option, they give you the 2. 2 or more, 3 or more, 4 or more. Drew Holiday, his option starting off at 1 to 3. Kevin Durant, what's his option starting at? 2 to 4. Middleton, 1 to 3. Now, you have points, okay? They have first quarter points here. They can be added to same game parlays. You could take a stab at Brook Lopez first quarter points. Giannis first quarter points. Let's look and see. 7 to 11, all right? So, if you feel like they don't have an under option, but if you feel like, players, start off fast or whatever the case may be, start off slow, but you still think they're going to get points in that quarter, then you can go here. And then so on and so forth for the rest of the guys. So that's your points right there. Now let's go over to assists. And same thing, similar to, points. You have assists here. Giannis, they have him starting at 4 to 6. You don't have to fuck with none of these if you don't want to. They have Harden starting off at 8 to 12, and so on and so forth. All of these can be added to your same game parlay. Now, they have the same thing for as points as they do for assists. Brook Lopez, first quarter assists, first quarter for Harden. Let's see what Harden first quarter assists start at. 2 to 4. All right. All right, let's go over to rebounds, okay? And it's just the same thing, okay? Rebounds, same thing like points, same thing like assists. Then you have your first quarters and so on and so forth. Now, stat combos. This is where it's starting to get a little juicy at, okay? A lot of books don't let you do this. Certain books don't let you do this. I know FanDuel does not let you do this. But you can add points and rebounds. Points and assists. What else? Points and rebounds. And then you can add points, rebounds, and assists. All right? So for my hardcore statisticians out there, my converted DFS players and everybody that like to dig into the numbers, they got something for you here, all right? So you can take a look at some of the numbers. You have Brook Lopez, points and assists sitting up there at 12.5. Giannis Antetokounmpo, his points and assists sitting up there from 25 to 45, and so on. So that's pretty. It's pretty. They stepped their game up with this one right here. So that will start stat combos there. So let's go over here to other player props, okay? Now, this is where it's really getting juicy at, okay? You can add first point score to your same game parlay, which means this is the first point score. Whoever scored the first points of the game, all right? So you can add that to your same game parlay. And keep in mind, like I said, tomorrow they should have the rest of the roster up here. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. Blocks. Here you go. My guys just heavy into the stats. Here you guys go right here, man. You got Lopez sitting at 1 to 2 blocks. Giannis sitting at 1 to 2 blocks. Harden sitting at 1 to 2 blocks. Drew Holiday sitting at 1 block or better. All right. Durant blocks and everything, so on and so forth. But they have steals as well. One or better, 2 or better for ABC. And then you got Harden steals, Holiday steals, just everything. And it doesn't stop there because they have double-doubles as well. All you have to do is click yes. If you want them to, if you say they get a double-double, yes, they don't have an option for no. All right. Then, they can't have double-doubles without putting triple-doubles up there. So it's definitely giving you a lot of flexibility here with their same game parlay feature. And I'm definitely digging it as of right now, So James Harden triple-double. You know, when you playing on these books, you say, damn, I wish we can add the triple-doubles and the double-doubles. Well, there you go. All right. There you go. All right. There you go. Now, they have last point score, something I won't be fucking with. Trust me. Now, interesting. They have team first point score. All right. So you just know who's going to get the tip or whatever. You know how you've been studying how your team has been playing. You know, you got the big men, whatever. You know, the team like to work in and out, or, you know, your favorite star player is going to be taking shots, whatever the case may be. You could take the first point score by team. Nets first first point score, and then you got the Bucks first point score. Then you have last point scores is what I would not be betting. But this is awesome. This is awesome right here, man. You got it by teams, so that gives us much more flexibility. And let's go over to game props. All right. So similar to what I showed you guys earlier, but there's a twist to it. You have your Brooklyn Nets team totals. All right. And you can go with these over-under for the numbers that they have set. Same thing for Milwaukee Bucks. Now, make sure you pay attention to the overs are most likely always to be on the left side and the unders to always be on the right side. Do not get it twisted, okay? Now, you have both team total points. Something that I like to do, this is a bet I like to make in football. But you can bet, you know, both teams. So you can say both teams at least are gonna get over X amount of points that they have shown here. All right. You know, you feel like it's gonna be a high scoring affair. You know what I'm saying? Man, 124. You say both teams at least getting that 120, 124. You know, whatever the case may be. Now, they have the first to score. You can go with the teams. You know, you can say, hey, Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn is going to win this tip. You know what I'm saying? That's half of the equation going out the way right there. Or you can say, I think Milwaukee is going to win this tip. That's half of the equation of first to score. So you know what I'm saying? So they're giving us big-time flexibility over here. And I really like the flexible options that they're giving us. Then you have, but don't get it twisted. It's not a tip bet. It's first to score. So like I say, half the equation is getting out the way if you can figure out who's going to get the tip, and then you can pick the team to score first. Winning margins. You have your margins. 5+, you know, Brooklyn Nets on the left side, Milwaukee on the right side. Interesting thing to point out here, they don't have a 25-point option for Brooklyn Nets, but they have a 25-point option for the Milwaukee Bucks. So, you know, 5 points, 10 points, 15 points, 20 points. That's very nice. I like that. Last to score is something I won't be fucking with. None of that last type of shit. Halftime, full time. You guys, I don't have to go into that. You guys know what those bets are. If you don't, let me just say, you know, halftime, full time. Milwaukee Bucks. You know, tie. They have the tie added in there, Milwaukee Bucks. Then you have the Brooklyn Nets and then the Milwaukee Bucks to come from behind. The odds and even total points, I don't mess with that. And last but not last, let's go over here to halves. Now, they got your first half three-way, your Brooklyn Nets or your Milwaukee Bucks, or you can hit the tie. All right? Spreads, first half. Total points, first half. Team totals, first half. Some bets that I like. I like team totals, all right? Team totals are pretty, you know, they're pretty decent bets. So there's the Milwaukee. And then you have the both teams, you know. You can you do both teams first half. You know, you're into a shootout, so, you know, you like the unders. You want to bet the unders, over-unders. There you have that. Your winning margins first half, your 5, 10, your 5 and your 10. 5 or better, 10 or better, both teams. First to score first half, Brooklyn Nets or the Milwaukee Bucks. Last to score, I just don't. The last to scores, any last to score, any total points, odds and evens. I just don't like those. Odds, even, anything. I don't like those. You might odds, evens. So there you have that. And like I said, last but not least, you have your quarters over here. All right. A lot of people like to bet those first quarter bets, and so you have your first quarter bet three-way here. You have your Brooklyn Nets, your tie, and the Milwaukee Bucks. That would be your money line with the tie. The spreads, first quarter spreads, total points first quarter, overs and under, both teams combined. Winning margins, 5 or better for both teams. First to score, first quarter, Brooklyn Nets, Milwaukee Bucks. Last to score in the odds and the odds and evens, and the odds and evens. So I really don't really mess with those. I don't have to keep saying that. I know you guys been, there's some toss-up bets. You can get lucky, whatever. You want some action, you know what I'm saying? But overall, I think it's just a great, I think they added some nice features here. I haven't played, you know what? Let's play around. Let me play around with a little something real fast. Let's start off with some points, okay? Just a little demo, all right? Let's say we have ABC for over 29 points, 28.5 points, meaning he has to get 29 points or better. Let's say Harden. Let's say Harden. So once I pick this, it already went to my bet slip, okay? And let's say I take Harden for 24.5, over 24.5. So those two picks right now stand at plus 175. Whenever you see the plus, that's what you win whenever you bet 100. So plus 175, if I bet 100 on that, that means I'm going to get, I'll pull back $275. I'll win 175 for my 100. So there you have that. And Jrue Holiday, let's just say he goes over 15.5. This is just demonstration shit right here. Durant, he'll go over 28.5. Just something like that. You know what I'm saying? I wanna take a look at some of these triple doubles and shit like that. Let's see what that do. What's that at? Stack combos. Let's take a look at some of the stack combos. Now, once you add one bet to your bet slip, you don't see the odds until you add another bet. So you have to have 2 or better for your odds to start calculating. So let's say, where are we at? And stack other player props. Let's go to other player props. All right, let's go to other player props. And with all these blocks and steals and stuff, it does make it easy you don't have to add points or whatever the case may be. There's multiple ways to get money, so that's awesome. So let's just say, let's go with a double-double for ABC, all right? And let's go with a double-double for James Harden. Bam. Now you see that's coming in at minus 140, all right? So right off the back, we know those are higher odds, really pretty high odds. We have pretty high odds on those right there, all right? But, if you pick somebody like Jrue Holiday to get a double-double and, and then like Giannis or somebody, I bet you that's plus money. All right, so plus, that's plus 270. So, the odds of Jrue Holiday getting a double-double should be very, very, very high, all right? I'm not going to keep going on and on. You guys are going to have the opportunity. You do have the opportunity. You can do these you can do same gun parlays from the web. Now, they didn't have that at first, and from your mobile device. Like I said, If you like this video, like, subscribe, and be sure to turn your notifications on, because I won't be able to tweet out my videos all the time. I won't be able to post them in my group. I won't be able to do all of those things. I will be breaking down, whether I'm breaking down videos from the sports books or from the DFS app. I will be breaking down videos, and will nothing be changed. I mean, breaking down slates, giving out some of my top DFS picks, all of that. Give me a like, give me a follow, and most importantly, hit the notification bell, because I will be making videos on the fly. Have a great day. Let's get this money, all my hustlers. Peace.